What's going on, party people? It's Bobby with Motor Lodge Garage, back out here, finally getting ready to start the 2026 season. Been in the garage most of the day, cleaning up. This place was a wreck before. We'll walk around a little bit, but wanted to make this video to introduce the project for 2026 and kind of show you guys where we're starting from, and let's just get into it. All right, so I was just kidding. We're not going to get straight to the car just yet. I'm going to tease you a little bit. I did get, I'll show you guys, we'll unbox these here in a minute. Got some wheels for the car, got some tires for the car. Spent probably 5 hours today going through this entire garage. It's still kind of a wreck. I don't have shelves enough for a lot of this stuff, but cleaned everything up the best as I could. There was a small block sitting right in that area. So that small block is now in pieces kind of over here and under that piece of carpet that I had laying around just to keep the dogs out of it. But organized a little bit. Got a pile of goodies over here to unbox as well. I got a C10. Need to get out of here so it's not in the way anymore. If you know anybody looking, let me know. So this is the shop. I mean, I'm thankful to have it. It's 16 wide, 16 tall, and 44 feet long. A lot of big plans over the next year or two. Probably come in here. We're going to build a loft up here at some point. I got some goodies that I'm going to go get next weekend. Some machinery, hopefully a tire changer and an air compressor, make us a little bit more self-sustainable. Yeah, there's not a lot in here right now. I need to get the rest of this stuff cleaned out behind me, and that's a wide body kit for a C10 that was supposed to be on this truck, but we'll build that in a little while. But yeah, let's get into these unboxings real quick. All right, so let's start with some of the small stuff. This is from MPC Motorsports. This is a bumper quick release because, as you'll see eventually, that bumper is hanging on by a thread. I had to swap it. The original owner hit 2 gears and didn't really fix the bumper, so we are going to now fix the bumper. These look pretty sick. I got everything gold. You'll see that the color combo for the car is going to be blue and gold. But bumper quick releases with the bands. Not a lot else to that one. Free koozie. Shout out MPC Motorsports. That's pretty sick. All right, next up I got a NRG quick release hub base for the new steering wheel. Shouts out NRG. Love a good sticker. And I need to make sure that I get the satisfying ding out of this. These things are so cool. And we got all the hardware and everything to go with it. Put all this back together. To go with that, this is probably, I'm going to get sidetracked, this is probably the sickest packaging I think I've ever seen for any kind of product. My Grip Royal steering wheel. Got the Brute suede steering wheel. God, these things look so good. Shouts out Grip Royal, Drift HQ. All this minus the MPC hardware, everything that I'm unboxing today, everything came from Drift HQ. Got a couple stickers, Grip Royal, Drift HQ, the Grip Royal mirror hanger. I got the hardware for this thing. Throw that back in the box. I think I'm gonna save this box. This is, again, literally the sickest box I've ever seen. This one is unmarked, but it came from Bridge Moto. I had to get a set of harnesses for old girl so we can start drifting. And yes, I am using a screwdriver to cut this open because I do not have a knife in this garage. So these are not just harnesses. I actually got harnesses and tow straps from Bridgemoto. Customer service was excellent. These guys are awesome and affordable. This is my first real drift car that's actually going to drive, so I didn't want to spend thousands of dollars. I got highlighter yellow tow straps front and rear. Again, love a good sticker. Bridgemoto, shout out for the sticker. And you'll see a theme, like I said, this is all going to be blue and gold. We got the gold 6.3 inch quick release harnesses. This is one, and presumably that is the other. Oh yeah, there's my other harness. Comes with all the hardware. We'll get into, I actually bought a harness bar to go with this that came with its own hardware. So once we get to the install, we will see which one we're going to end up using. So that is both harnesses, both tow straps. Shouts out Bridgemoto. And then the last piece, so far, there's more stuff coming. My seats are still on the way. My seat brackets from Drift HQ are still on the way. I have some Condor diff bushings. I'm actually going to be looking, it's got a 308 diff in it. I'm going to be looking to actually upgrade to a 346 diff if I can find one. Maybe a bit of a hint as to what we got. Shouts out Condor as well for the koozie here. Drift HQ again for everything. Service is great. This is all sick. Again, first drift car, so I'm super stoked about all this. Let's go look at the wheels really fast. I'll show you a stack of tires that I got, and then we'll show the car. All right, so we are going to speed run these because it's getting dark out and I still need to show you guys the car. Brake Kraus harness bar, 6 Armstrong Blue Track tires. I'm going to test those out. I've heard good things about them. Got 4 new inbox JNC 18x18s. These boxes say Enkei, but they're actually TSW wheels. We'll open them up here in a second and show them next to the car. I also have, like I said, some Sparco seats coming. Maybe some more hints for those of you that are familiar. I have a black interior to swap into this because it's got an interior in it that I'm not really big into and they're worth some money. Some miscellaneous parts sitting around here. All right, so these are the JNCs. These things look sick. New inbox. I bought them off a guy, again, Facebook Marketplace. The TSWs are off Facebook Marketplace. The brake Kraus is off Facebook Marketplace. The interior pieces that I'm about to show you are off Facebook Marketplace. I told y'all there's going to be a lot of gold on this one. These things are so sick. They are BBS reps. I'm not going to apologize about them being BBS reps. Your boy cannot afford real BBSs. These are awesome. Again, 18x8. These are going to fit really well. The stock ones are a little bit too wide. I shouldn't say stock, but the wheels that are on it are a hair too wide. We're going to be selling those as well. Try and recoup some money off of this thing. Alright, and these guys, like I said, the box says Enkei. They are not Enkei wheels. These are used TSWs. They have been mounted previously, but they're in pretty good shape. A couple dings and nicks, but nothing too terrible. Decent center caps, again, 18x8. They're gonna work really well. Not gold, but they are still sick. They kind of look like the stock ones that are on the car. I'll show you those here in a few minutes. Without too much further ado, let's just get into it. Here's Project Car 2026. anybody saying, why are you putting your brand new wheels in the gravel and scratching them up? It's a race car. They're going to get scratched up, but they look sick right now. All right, TSWs as well. Like I said, they look kind of similar to the wheels that are on it. Again, not factory wheels, but they do look pretty sick. All right, well, here in my garage, I'm not going to go too far into the car today. There's a lot to show you guys. This thing is definitely, I had a good deal on it. It's definitely not a show car. I'm glad that it's not, because I'm probably going to end up beating the shit out of it. But we will, in the next video, we'll get into kind of where the car was at when I got it. You know, I've done some work to it, a little bit, since we got it. It had, the whole front end was smashed up pretty good. We got a new fender. Or actually, I got 2 new fenders. I only need 1. I got fender liners for it. We got a new hood, M3 bumper, some new headlights that I have to troubleshoot because the high beams aren't working now. It needs a bunch of stuff fixed, wiring. The TPMS sensor is dangling from it getting hit. The fog lights are all broke, which I'm probably just going to rip out anyways. So like I said, I had to swap the interior once the seats show up next week. Put the harness bar in. Harnesses. Probably going to spend some time out here tomorrow, even though it's going to be cold, and try and rip the rest of the interior out. All I've really done so far, it needs an oil change. All I've really done so far is the front end stuff. We added coolant to it. There is a slight misfire, only when it sits for a while. It sat for like the last week. And it had a little bit of misfire. It cleared up after like 10 seconds. I just want to figure out what it is. The guy that I bought it from said it had a misfire. He switched the 2 coils that were misfiring and it stopped. I have the 4 other coils he gave me. We'll see if maybe that's it. If it doesn't show up again, hopefully it's going to start driving it a lot more here soon, getting it registered, getting it insured. And yeah, I'm not going to make Drift Nirvana, Drift 101, unfortunately, this weekend. That is tomorrow as I am filming this. Next weekend is the season opener at some point. Also not going to make that. It's not something that I really want to learn how to drift on an open track like that. But yeah, let me know if this is something you guys like to see. If you guys want more of a garage tour, spent some money on some tools. Wife got me a pack out for Christmas. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one.